I don't know what.
Okay, so we're going to talk button mash fighters. Hi, this is Nathan.
I'm Adam.
And Jake's here. Sorry, I interrupted Jake to say
it's okay, I'm
Jake's
here.
Okay, yeah.
We're live.
Adam, what was the... All right, so this is an everything and the kitchen sink podcast.
I'm talking...
We're going to talk everything today. So, Adam, you had a great question.
I want to know if fighters still work in 2017 and beyond.
Side-by-side fighters.
Well, I'm going to give you the parameters.
Okay.
People want more and bigger things from their games. They want newer. They want fresh. They want something new every time. Sometimes fighters can't offer you that anymore because it's a fighting game. Do you see it? We're here. I'll give you an example of something new and fresh. I'm not being biased, but this is like a different type of fighter, like the Storm games.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's a 3D arena and you get to do all these awesome combos and power-ups and shit. Whereas, what I'm saying is 2D fighters. Do 2D fighters still work?
Okay, because the Naruto ones, they do work.
They
for sure. Clearly.
I'll tell you, I love those ones, but I hate the 2D fighters.
Yeah.
So
I'm starting to get to that point, too.
All right.
Yeah.
You go.
My opinion on it is they'll work for like the next 20 years, and then no one will ever want to play them again.
Yep.
Okay.
Because the people that grew up with them in arcade cabinets or on older consoles and stuff still want to play them. So, like, did you used to play, like, Street Fighter or
I love
anything?
all the old fighters.
But you used to play them whenever you were a kid. Mm-hmm. My one friend played Mortal Kombats with his brother all the time. Mm-hmm. So when the new Mortal Kombat came out, he bought it day one, and he played it religiously for a couple months. That's the point. I think it's people that had grown up playing them back at a time whenever those were good on console, they will still play them.
Okay, so what you're saying is when those gamers, like they're our generation, when we get to a certain age, we're not going to want to play those anymore.
I don't
the new
think so.
stuff anymore.
Not unless, like you said, something really big comes along and just switches it up.
That's what I'm saying. There's only so much variety you can do. And really, you're seeing that with Mortal Kombat, where you're seeing the different, the different types of combat techniques or something. Or Mortal Kombat, where you can pick between three different. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat's trying to do something different.
Injustice is too. Injustice.
Yeah, they're
with loot boxes.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll get to that.
What they originally wanted it to be.
We'll get to that, but
I think that goes along with, like, they're trying to put a Band-Aid over it and make it look pretty.
Yeah.
But it's still going to be the same thing. You mentioning the Storm games, though, I think that's what will become the next fight.
It's like the norm.
That's what will take over.
Because it looks so gorgeous.
And it's so fun to play.
It's easy and beginners can pick it up and they'll learn. Yeah. Easy. Especially with 4.
But there's still things you can keep learning.
Exactly,
and, like, techniques you can learn and, like,
plus
stuff like that.
200
combos
and something characters, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's not like like on Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite's case, 20 characters or 25 characters, whatever.
Yeah, I think it's
versus 250 from like
Naruto. Yeah,
so
they all have their own individual.
So I think you're right. It'll eventually become.
We might see one come out on top and just like keep it.
Okay,
that was
like,
Mortal Kombat, right? Like that was the one for the longest time. I think still is.
No,
it's a good game.
They've stopped the Storm series. They're done. They're not making.
They're doing
anymore.
something new.
Yes.
What do you think that's going to be like, this Shinobi Striker game, where it sees they're putting you on a team with 3 other people or bots or whatever?
I think it's going to be more like a
arena I'm trying to think, because I can't. I'm trying to think of something along those lines to compare it to, but I can't.
I think it's not going to be so lane based, because like, you kind of just get into the straight line and your combo happens in that straight line.
It's more three-dimensional.
You have 4 players and one does a different job. Like, big example, Naruto would be the powerhouse. He'd be your tank.
Yeah.
Sasuke'd be your range.
Are they going to be like 4v4 online? Is that what they're going for?
I think that's what they're going for.
That's different.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I got to hand to them. They're trying something different.
Yeah.
Because there's really so much more. There isn't a lot more you can do with the Storm games. You finish the story.
I mean, I will say, if they're doing that kind of thing, it has worked before.
I think it's hard to nail that, though.
Well,
to keep innovating on it. Yeah. That's the main thing. You can just keep making the games that will sell, but
I thought they were going to go the route that Dragon Ball did, where they went to Xenoverse and you could be your own.
Yeah.
Which I thought that'd be the perfect concept to do a Naruto game, right?
Yeah, because anyone can be a ninja, but not everyone can be a Saiyan.
Exactly.
So it would have been a good idea to go that route.
I just don't understand why they didn't go that route. Maybe it'd be too similar, but I think it would have worked. So maybe I'm still going to buy the game regardless, obviously.
Yeah, I think it's going to be.
I just want to know if something like that's going to work, and it's going to revolutionize the fighter genre again.
I think it's going to kind of be if you guys played it, Dissidia on the PSP.
Okay.
It's very three-dimensional, and your attacks have an area of effect.
Oh, okay.
Instead of like, as long as the person's in front of me, I will hit them.
Isn't there a new one coming out on PS4?
Mm-hmm. It's already out.
It is?
Yeah, it's digital only.
So I missed that coming out. All right.
I didn't buy it right away either.
Okay. Because I was excited and I just forgot about it.
I spent 800 hours on those games.
Oh, goodness.
They were my time sink on PSP. But I think that's kind of what like the next Naruto is going for. Instead of like the lane-based fighter, it's going to be more like, as long as they were there within this range in front of me and I'm locked onto them, then hopefully my attack will hit.
Okay.
So it's going to be like Overwatch, but not a shooter.
Kind of.
Really, sort of like that.
It'll be like a go anywhere type of thing.
You know what I think two franchises, though, will survive and probably will press on for the rest of time, as far as 2D fighters go, I think will be Mortal Kombat. Yeah. I don't see that ending. I mean, people still buy it in droves.
The visceral aspect of it is what keeps it new.
The violence, the blood.
There's always a way for people to be like, ugh. Oh, ooh, like cringy type of stuff happening.
Plus, the characters are cool. Like, they're awesome.
Yeah.
But unlike, I think Street Fighter will die out.
Oh yeah.
At some point.
Street Fighter 5.
I think Capcom's just going to go belly up. I mean, at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, they've failed two times in a row.
Someone.
Or Resident Evil will revive them, and they'll go straight horror.
Well, they said 7 was really successful for them.
It was probably their most successful game.
They didn't spend a ton of money on it. That was the main thing.
Not only the best horror game the best Capcom game they've done in
a long time.
Long time.
Was that Dragon's Dogma was a very good game if you guys ever played that.
Yeah.
That was a fun game, and they did re-release that.
They've been
if they would have retitled Resident Evil 5 something else other than Resident Evil 5, it would be an awesome game.
Yep.
And I'll even still say it. It may very well be the best co-op experience on the 360 or PS3. It may very well be.
Which one?
Yeah.
5, like as a co-op experience.
Because on PS3 you could like trade weapons and stuff. And that was awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I'd love to do a playthrough through a co-op side of that. But Resident Evil 7 was the best Capcom game in the last 5 years.
Well, did you see that? Like, it kind of lines up with their timeline, but they completely like redid themselves. Like, after what was Street Fighter V and the major flop it was, Capcom kind of just like cut everything off at the neck and was like, let's try this again. Yeah. So the only thing that actually survived out of that like total reboot was Resident Evil Biohazard, for good reason. It was great. Actually, I think it might have even happened like right around there, because I think PT was out and they saw what that would have been.
Did you pick it up? RE7?
Yeah, I played through it.
Okay.
But that might be the only thing that survived. But like right after that, did you see that the only thing Capcom released for 2 years was remasters?
Yep.
Yeah, the Resident Evil remasters.
Yeah.
Pretty much what...
And the Dead Rising. They kept doing that in Dead Rising.
Oh, yeah.
But and Dead Rising 4, that flopped too for the most part.
Yeah.
That was not a good game.
They screwed it up. They didn't give you a complete game, literally. Like, they didn't give you an ending.
A game. Yeah.
Exactly. That was...
And charge full price for it.
Are you trying to put your company out of business?
I mean, they didn't officially say what they were doing, but a lot of people were pretty much like, they must be like licking their wounds.
Yeah.
Was it their fault that Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite failed, or was it Disney Marvel's fault?
Theirs.
I think it's a combination of the two.
Well, I mean, it's clearly a combination. But
I think
what made it
its biggest flop was its roster. It had the weakest roster I've ever seen.
It's like half.
Although I will say the mechanics were kind of dull, and they didn't do anything to revolutionize the mechanics.
They had the Infinity Stones, but
but it's like, here's the thing: you have the same tired old names in there, like Iron Man, Captain America. People have seen these characters, and then there's no X-Men, none, zero.
Yeah,
they started the franchise with the X. Yeah, well, Fox is. They don't.
I thought that was
associated with.
I thought that was Disney.
It's a kind of a combination where we don't want to work with you, you don't want to work with us, kind of thing.
Like neither side wanted to budge.
Yeah.
But then you see Injustice do it right, because they have all the names under the same roof. Warner Brothers. So
can they stop putting Mortal Kombat characters in Injustice? Though?
I'm not a fan of that.
That's really annoying. They took up like 3 or 4 roster spots.
Chastising the Mortal Kombat characters. They don't belong in that type.
No,
they want gore. That is what that's what they're made for. And you're putting them in this T environment where they can't do anything.
That's why I never understood Mortal Kombat versus DC.
I like that game though. Did you play it?
No.
Okay, it was actually a good. It's actually a good game. Yeah,
it's fine.
And they get like battle damage and stuff on it.
If you don't consider it an actual Mortal Kombat game, it's fine.
Yeah.
If it's a fighter, yep.
Yeah, if you just play it as like a normal fighter, it's an enjoyable game.
That kind of also raises the question though, Mortal Kombat, is it even a viable like video game series if it doesn't have gore? People don't want it.
Not really?
No, really.
So it's like
it's real.
That's kind of its real
thing.
Yeah, even that's kind of just like
you could use the same concept for Doom though.
Yeah.
Doom wouldn't be the same without all the blood, guts, and gore.
Yeah, that's true. Same with
I don't know the new one though. If they put those shooter mechanics in another game, it probably still would have been great.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm saying like if you take away what Doom actually is, and it's just
it would be another good game, but it wouldn't be the perfect Doom game.
Right.
So it's like
they made the perfect Doom game.
Oh yeah.
Whereas if it was anything else, it just would have been a really good shooter.
Yeah. But Doom needs the satanic shit and all the demons to actually be Doom, just like Mortal Kombat needs the fatalities, the gore to be Mortal Kombat. Mm-hmm. So that's why that Mortal Kombat versus DC universe didn't take really, or it's hated on a lot. But that's also why Injustice does so well, is because that's really what superhero. Now I'd love to see an superhero fighting game. That'll be the next thing that comes out. That'll probably be Injustice 3, because they'll go, oh, we can take this a step further now.
You know what?
Because we have our audience.
I would honestly see someone at Fox do it. Like, I would see Fox hire out a game developer to make a M-rated superhero game.
Yeah, with like X-Men and stuff.
They're the people that have found out that there is a huge calling for R-rated superhero movies. No one else is doing it yet. Fox is doing it, and they're fucking smart.
Logan was a good movie.
Yeah.
Well,
Deadpool and Logan.
They also have the characters to do that.
True, they do.
You know what?
They have the characters.
This is
they own them.
I think they should sell back the X-Men and the Fantastic Four, all the properties that have to do with those two things, but keep Deadpool.
I think they did sell back Fantastic Four, but it's just a matter of like.
No, they forgot.
Yeah, they didn't keep. They didn't sell it.
They forgot about it.
Their relation. Right? They were talking a year ago.
Or was that something else?
They didn't come to a deal. I'll put it to you this way: they met and it didn't work out, and then they left and didn't. They buried and they didn't.
Yeah,
nothing's ever gonna. Unfortunately, so I don't think we're ever going to see that happen.
Marvel will.
Did we see that Venom is going to be a DLC character for the new Marvel vs. Capcom game? But it's going to be far, 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 far too late.
Yeah,
and plus he should have been in the game to begin with.
Yeah,
but Venom is owned by Sony.
I'm excited for that movie, by the way.
Me too. Do you hear it's going to be a lot of CGI, though?
Well,
but you have
to
be because it's Venom.
You don't want Venom in a rubber suit.
People just complain whenever they see the word CGI.
Yeah. So is Deadpool.
So just to summarize up this slide, then we'll get into EA.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think Mortal Kombat might be the only 2D franchise fighter that will make it.
I think Guilty Gear will keep going.
Yeah,
because that one has a very strong following.
Just
anything that's sprite.
Yeah.
Anything that's sprite oriented, I think, will always have a place.
I guess something to mention too. A lot of 2D fighters do survive that are indies.
Yeah, indies.
So a lot of indie developers do make them, but then again, it's also like
3D, 2D though will not survive. Right, something that the characters are 3D, but the levels are 2D. I think
that just looks kind of weird.
I think the only people that do it right are Mortal Kombat. It looks weird in Street Fighter to me. Street Fighter to me should be 2D and sprites. That's what it should be.
Guilty Gear's like that, and it looks good.
What?
Guilty Gear games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And BlazBlue looks good too.
BlazBlue looks good, but I'm not a fan of BlazBlue. Is what
their mechanics are extremely complicated.
It's very complicated.
That's why I never got into it.
So 2Ds will probably go in the next 10 to 15 years. They'll
the main ones. I think. What's the other one? King of Fighters.
King of Fighters. Yeah,
is that even still a thing?
It is.
Okay.
It is still a thing, surprisingly.
That I think would go first, but I think that's made by a company that makes other things.
How about Tekken kind of blew the roof off?
Oh,
when they
yeah,
came
they
out,
did.
Though. They had a successful...
Yeah, that's right.
That shocked me. I thought that was going to bomb but then I'm like, it kicked everybody's ass.
Yeah.
It may be the best fighter this year, right? I can't think of anything else. Can you?
Was that... It came out this year?
Tekken 7, yeah.
Oh.
It may be the best fighter this year. It's not going to be Marvel vs. Capcom, I'll tell you that much.
Injustice 2 without the loot boxes was a very enjoyable game.
That'll probably...
That campaign was really good. Like, I'll give it that. That was a good campaign.
I didn't like it better than the first campaign, though. I liked the first campaign better.
But I like that they gave you choices and you could replay some of the campaign.
That's true.
And the challenges were a nice added bonus because they saw what they did with the Mortal Kombat.
So you think, your opinion, do you think how long are 2D fighters going to be viable?
Long time. I think as long as like our generation and like 30 to 40 year olds as well are interested in that and still playing it'll last. I don't think like a lot of teens now.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying like the genre's going to die out completely. I'm saying like you can start to see the cracks.
We can already.
Well, because with the Capcom really was the big fighting company for years, other than. What was the Midway used to do Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Then they closed, unfortunately. And then you see Capcom. They've been screwing themselves up royally for years. They haven't put out a Resident Evil 7
properties, and they don't do anything with them. They just they pull an EA and they just sit on them. And
Sega was they're basically doing what Sega did.
Capcom still has them.
Well, don't just put out a remaster, not doing.
Well, no, EA just chops the heads off of all of their stuff and then throws them into a closet and then burns the house down.
Jake wants to get into EA right now.
Do you want to get into EA?
All right.
Well, real quick, one more thing on the 2D fighter thing. You know what these companies need to do to keep this alive? They need to bring out 2D fighters for kids.
Yes.
Like, could you
like a cartoony Marvel one?
What if Capcom brought out a Street Fighter Kid Edition and put it on like mobile devices?
All right, I could see that
would work.
That would get little kids into these games, so when they grow up, they'll keep it alive
with microtransactions.
And with that.
Is that our segue?
Yeah, you're leaving up to you.
Yeah, we're 17 minutes in. We might as well hit the nail on the head here. Are you guys ready to talk about it?
I'm ready.
No? Uh-oh. Jake doesn't look happy.
It's stupid.
All right, let's talk about it. EA, they closed Visceral.
They closed a lot.
Oh, they closed my childhood.
I'm trying to find.
I am very upset that
I want to punch them in their dick really hard.
I don't get it.
I do
understand.
They're assholes.
Why that helps them closing Visceral.
All right, so I have some notes taken down, right?
Visceral even had Amy Hennig.
I know.
Like, the fuck? Why would you... Oh my gosh. Okay, but you have notes. Go on.
So they closed them on October 17th.
Okay.
Jim Sterling, a big YouTuber, called it 2 years ago. After Dead Space 3 came out, he had a video in which he said, I would not be surprised if Visceral Games is next.
Okay, but...
Unfortunately, he was right.
But that was like if they brought out a Dead Space 4, because Dead Space 3 was a flop because EA
again
put their hands in it too much.
Yes.
But then if they were going to make a Dead Space 4, if EA was going to make a Dead Space 4 and just slap Visceral on the title, then yeah, they would have went out under.
Yeah.
But they had promise. They had so much promise.
They had the Star Wars game.
They had what was it? Third-person, gritty Star Wars, single-player driven.
Now, there's something in there. There's something you said there that I think that they don't want going forward, and that's single player.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I just saw that.
They even
the article I read where they don't...
They don't see it as the future.
Exactly. How can you possibly think like that?
They even...
If anything, it's going in the way of single player.
Because of money.
Wouldn't you believe
they want the money.
I mean, like,
Couch multiplayer
like, isn't that it, guys?
is not a thing anymore.
Should be.
It's going to be, but that's what I'm saying. Everything's becoming more single player basis and online multiplayer only. So why are they? Why?
Because money.
I think people are like overgeneralizing it too much. There's so much different stuff. But like they had Amy Henning running the story department on that video game, and she was like
Uncharted
the director of the first 3 Uncharted's.
Yeah.
Like some of the best single player content on the face of the planet.
Yeah.
And they closed it down because they thought it wasn't going to make them enough money.
That's the issue here, right?
Yeah.
They not only was it going to make them money, it was going to make them a lot of money. The problem is that they want to make all the money.
Yeah.
As I think a lot of us have been hearing online and on YouTube, they want to make all the money. They're not satisfied with a lot of money. They want every damn penny that you own.
Because that single player story driven experience would have made them a shit ton of money.
Yep.
But it didn't have microtransactions, which would be constant money here and there.
And that's what they want. They want continued income from from a game. Not just one game, but from all their games.
Like you said, they don't want a lot of money. They want all of the money.
They want the whole pie, and they want to put their penis in it too. I don't...
They really should take the Overwatch approach, where it's optional.
No, because they have loot boxes too.
But it's optional.
No, I'm not even saying
Yeah,
for multiplayer. I'm saying they should have kept the single player thing. Look at
Yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn. That is 100% a single player story driven experience. It was so successful.
It's such a good game.
It was so successful. The developer was like, hey guys, we'll make you DLC if you want it. And then everyone was like, yeah, we will pay out of the ass for you to give us more stuff on this.
And it's only $20, the DLC. It's like a whole new region, and it's only $20.
Yeah. They had no reason to make that. They didn't even want to. They were just like, we have more stories to tell. Since you guys like it so much, we can make it for
And we
you.
have more money now, thanks to you guys for buying the game.
It's just, there was no multiplayer. There was no microtransactions. You paid $60 and you had the entire game.
You had the full experience.
Yeah, and that was, me and Adam were talking probably the game of the year. Is Horizon Zero.
Oh, I love that game.
It'll probably end up
It's
being
so
game
good.
there.
And we're gonna get the DLC next month. And if that's as good as the original game was, yeah, it's game of the year.
I don't see
100%.
why not. Like, I don't see why it wouldn't be. Like, I'm still playing that game. It's that good of a game. It's still on my hard drive.
I platinumed it in 57 hours.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah, but just straight, it took me like 2 weeks, but 60 hours in 2 weeks. It was amazing.
Like, that's how you know it's a good game.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
This Star Wars could have been that, but because EA is putting all of their chips into, what's it called? What is it called? It was shown at E3. BioWare's next thing.
Oh, Anthem.
Oh, yeah.
Anthem. Yeah.
Get ready for loot boxes and that, too.
Parentheses Destiny. It is seriously just EA's Destiny. That's all it is.
All right, I'm not going to lie. It looks kind of cool.
It looks okay.
It does. I mean,
Jake's like,
I'm just saying, like...
I'll meet you halfway.
It looks like... It looks kind
I'm
of
doing
cool.
it a service, saying
Like,
it's okay.
Is it going to be the game that we probably expect it to be? Probably not. It's probably going to be another Destiny where it's a half-baked game because the publisher wanted to pull a bunch of stuff out of it and nitpick.
Sounds like Mass Effect Andromeda, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a Mass Effect Andromeda game that I thought was a piece of garbage, and I wrote an article about how much of a piece of garbage that is. Because I hate that game.
That'll easily
Mass
be.
Effect, and even I thought that was going to be
That's
better.
easily going to be my most disappointing game of the year.
That's my
easily
most disappointing game ever to me. That game is awful.
Easily takes the cake for
I
this
read
year.
comments online. People are like, "This game is so great," and I just want to ask them,
That
"What
game,
are you smoking?"
After I played it, just to let you know how hurt I was over this, it literally physically hurt me that game was bad.
Were you butthurt?
I was. You remember the hype?
Yeah.
We were like, we
It was fun.
wanted this game to be good so badly.
Yeah.
And it's not that hard to make this game good, okay?
You have to try to
And-
make it bad, and oh boy, did they try! They were tryhards about it.
EA has games like that. Dead Space 2 is the best horror game I've ever
How do you
played.
fuck
Yes.
up the most
And Dead Space
successful RPG sci-fi franchise ever? How do you fuck that up?
EA.
How do you do it?
You know how? You hire a bunch of idiots out of college that don't know what they're doing, which is literally what they did.
You have
And they had a
characters-
racist in charge, so there's that too.
You already had all these amazing characters for you, and then they're like, "Oh, you know what? We're going to go into a different galaxy and give you people you don't give a fuck about. So
Here's Discount Rex. Enjoy."
You know what's crazy?
here's the new Jacob Taylor."
Oh God!
Here's
with
gonna
less
be-
muscles and has sex with a weird alien thing. Enjoy.
How about the romance scenes for the chick?
Oh,
What was her name?
PB?
No, the human chick.
Oh,
It was 2 minutes. That's it for that whole game. That's it. 2 whole fucking minutes.
What was her name? Short hair girl.
What was the other? The Turian chick. That's who I had.
Netra.
Yeah, that's the one
her?
I actually vibed with. My human dude.
I would have banged Drac or whatever.
Okay, we're getting off topic.
Well, he's kind of cool. Except for the part where he glitched in my game and was just running into the wall.
It's disappointing that game sucked.
Yeah, that game
really did.
That multiplayer was garbage.
They went away from combat and they went more explorer.
No, they went full into combat.
Oh, see, I didn't like the Mako to begin with. I hated the Mako.
I see what you're saying. You mean like exploring?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like that's like most of the game is just running around that dumb thing.
That's where I think they fucked up at.
Well, the thing is with Mass Effect 1, you didn't have to do that.
I could tell EA made this game.
Oh yeah.
Whereas in the previous 3 Mass Effects, you couldn't tell really.
Did it have to do with the really bad writing?
It had to do with that. I think it also had to do with Casey Hudson not making it.
Yeah. Well, you could tell Casey Hudson didn't have anything to do with it because it wasn't a quality game.
Mass Effect 2, if there's a game that you need to play before you die, Jake, it's Mass Effect 2.
I'll let you borrow it for free.
It's really good. You need to play
I won't charge you a dime.
That game will change your life.
Should he play 1 first?
You will. No. He needs to play. He needs to play 2.
Okay.
He needs.
All right.
Just he'll play 1 after he plays 2.
Or he'll just play 2 and not play 1.
The characters will make you cry. You will get emotionally invested in the characters. It's that powerful.
It is a great game.
It's on a scale of 1 to The Last of Us. How good is it?
Last of Us.
Yeah, okay.
No, it's that good.
I'm like.
We did like
I'm
a 45-minute video just gushing over it. It's that good.
We're not saying this just to get you to play it. We're saying this. It's like with you guys when you're like, you need to play The Last of Us.
Yeah.
This is me telling you to play.
It's that good.
We need you to play it. I
think I can find it on Xbox.
You need to play
it. And the thing, I have it right there. Why don't you just borrow it from me?
360?
Yeah.
Then I can play it on my Xbox.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
And the nice thing is that you can beat the whole game in 30 hours, including all the side content. That was the nice thing about that game.
Do the loyalty missions.
Yes.
Do the loyalty missions.
Do all of them.
You
will not like the ending if you don't. Just telling you now.
And that's the other thing. You can make it whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can have the worst ending possible.
Everyone can die.
But then you can have the best ending possible.
Quite literally. Everyone can die. It's like Until Dawn.
I've replayed all 3 games 4 times. How many hours is that for all 3 games?
That's hundreds of hours.
I've done that 4 times.
Because one is a 70-hour game.
Because it's that enjoyable. Yeah. I find everything about it rich. So that's why it kills me, Mass Effect Andromeda.
And your stories carry over from one game to the other.
Exactly. That's the thing.
The characters, do they remember? Exactly. You did this thing with them, they remember, and they reference it.
Maybe you actually should play 1.
I think you really should.
Well, no, because there's a decision in 1 that really affects...
Oh, yeah. With the
really
one race.
Affects
yeah. Because they choose the wrong decision to start 2 if you don't play 1,
and that's
which
the
is
thing.
dumb.
You make all these decisions. You make your own. You get to be whatever you want to be. So that's...
Who do you want to be?
He's overwhelmed as hell. He doesn't even know what he's like.
But seriously, it's a really good game.
Yeah, you should play it.
One's rough to go back to because all the inventory management is a pain in the butt, and it had too many options, I thought, for the combat. Because it was very strategic, and you just got a ton of weapons and stuff. You had to sell them down, and you could upgrade this weapon for this person, but you had to spend this much scrap to get it. It was a pain in the butt. But 2 got rid of all that, streamlined it. So it's just I bought a better weapon. Okay, let's equip that. Okay, let's go play. It wasn't a bunch of crafting.
Over the past 7 years, it's easily in the top 3.
Oh yeah.
Easily.
I was just going to say, I find it hilarious how I said EA beat E3 last year, this year. And I'm never going to purchase one of their games again.
He's like, before we start, he's like, I'm not.
I'm going to be honest, I might pick up Anthem, but not day one. It might be a $30 purchase or $20 purchase for me.
I wasn't impressed by it.
Battlefield
no?
1.
Mm-hmm. You know why? That chatter was annoying as shit. Yeah. When you watch that video, they're shut the fuck up, just show the game. I don't want to hear people fake chatter to each other. Ubisoft does it all the time.
Yeah.
With the Division.
Do we think that's going to be good?
What?
The new Far Cry. I don't think it is.
Here's the thing.
February.
5? it looks like shit.
Yeah, it looks like shit.
Because it's the exact same fucking thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing as 3 and 4.
Except now it's radical Christians. There you go. Done.
I'll give them this.
Let's kill religious people.
They actually did try something different with Primal. It was different.
Yeah.
You have to give them that. It
worked.
wasn't bang, bang, shoot, shoot, whatever. They actually did something different.
It was poke, poke with the spear.
Exactly. It was poke, poke instead of bang, bang. And I loved that.
Right.
I loved them going back because there's no
But it was
games
the
that
same
really
map
do
as 3.
that. Exactly.
That's literally, when you compare the maps, it's the exact same map as 3, just with different skins and different weapons.
All I have to
and
say,
it's like, what are you doing?
with Far Cry 5 coming out, play Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3 is the best they ever did, and it'll probably be the best they ever will do.
I think 4 had like the best villain, but 3 was a better game.
I don't know, man. Voss is awesome.
Yeah,
Voss is so cool in 3.
Yeah.
Even though he wasn't really the big bad, but
I'm not gonna buy Battlefront.
What?
I know he's like,
And I'm not. And
I'm actually
unfortunately,
I'm on board with that as well.
It's a lot bigger a deal, but I love the reboot Need for Speed, and I'm not gonna buy that straight from them either.
I don't think it looks that good. Like, I'm not excited.
Okay,
They need to
depends.
stop. They need to stop making them for a little bit.
The new Need for Speed was great, and I loved it. This one, it depends. If they're putting too much emphasis on, hey, we're crashing into cop cars, boom, bang, big explosions, look, it's...
Need for Speed Rivals.
It's
all
Fast
over
and
again.
Furious, but you're playing it, that type of thing. I'm not going to...
You can unlock a tank.
It's stupid.
I'm going to buy Star Wars because Star Wars. I have to buy Star Wars.
I can't.
But you know the reason why I am the prequel stuff.
I know Darth Maul's in it, and it looks so cool.
That's the only reason I'm buying it. Though.
Isn't it Qui-Gon in it
because
too?
it has prequel content.
Is Qui-Gon in it?
Oh no, trust me.
He
I
may
really
be
want
in
to
it.
play it. I want to do Clone Wars again.
I saw the footage
era.
of the Clone Wars, and it's like they could fuck it up. I'm just buying this because they made, what was it?
You're part of the problem. Sorry.
You're gonna buy it. Shut the fuck up. You're
Not
gonna buy
day
it.
one.
But
I'll
you are
wait.
gonna buy it. Though.
Eventually, yes, I will buy that game. But I'll probably buy it.
You get
used.
overhyped
I'll
and
buy
you
it
will buy
used.
it.
I'll buy it used so
will
they don't get a
not-
penny of my money.
I will not give my money to EA.
Nope.
Never
I'll go
again.
buy it at GameStop or something. I don't care.
I'd rather give my money to GameStop than EA.
Oh, that's a sad state that we're
See, I
in.
thought you guys would be jumping more on Warner Brothers.
Well, they're not much better.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because really, with
Shadow
all
of
this,
more money.
Exactly. That's where I was going with this.
Yeah.
We're all
right.
three of us
Okay.
are huge, avid Lord of the Rings fans,
Yeah.
right?
Is it really that bad?
A
What?
little bit.
What the
Shadow of
loot?
War.
Yeah, it's... Yeah.
No, here.
Okay.
No, wait.
All right.
Now wait.
All right. What?
Hold on. Wait.
What?
I've watched Angry Joe's review.
Okay.
And I've also watched
Did you watch my video?
What Culture's. No.
Fuck you.
I've compared.
On the channel!
Not yet. I don't have to watch everything
It's
day
22
one.
minutes, fucker. It's
Now I
short and sweet.
compared both of their
It's
reviews.
shorter than Angry Joe's.
They both make solid arguments, though.
Okay.
I agree with you. The loot boxes and all that shit, that is wrong. It has no place in a game like that.
Not in a single player game.
No,
There should be no loot boxes
Here's
in
the
a single
thing,
player
though.
game.
Here's my big problem with it, though. What culture?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They did a side-by-side comparison. I shit you not. They did it with the original Middle Earth.
Okay.
It is not that much better. It's like you could tell a teeny little.
Like graphically?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look
And
that
the
much
sword,
better.
exactly.
I mean, the
Oh,
original
yeah, I
sword
admit
play.
that.
The original Shadow
No.
of War still looked good.
It actually
Shadow of
plays
Mordor.
better. Shadow of Mordor plays better. Because this one, the
But it's
timing
like
is
how many
off.
years afterwards, though? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
No, it-
technology.
3 years later,
and this
it
is made
should
for
look
4K gaming, right? Because it says 4K gaming at the
No,
top
don't
right.
ever believe the sticker.
Yeah.
But it's my
Damn
point
you,
is it.
sticker!
My point is it should.
No,
look
we're not
better,
making
though.
this an Xbox One X discussion.
It should, but it should look better though, right?
Gaming in
should.
4K! Woo!
That's
Shut up.
my big issue with that game. Is it just does it looks a tiny little bit better.
Honestly,
than before.
dude, I think the combat's actually worse. And here's why. It is so delayed on your inputs. Like, I'll hit a button, my dude won't counter. He'll just get hit in the face.
In a game where, like,
It
it's
matters.
built off of, like,
Yes.
the Arkham
Arkham
combat
Asylum,
system.
yeah.
Oh my God.
it shouldn't have bad input.
They're gonna
does.
fuck
Like,
up the
no
next
one's talked
Batman
about
game
that
so
yet.
badly.
I hope they don't make one.
Here, I've enjoyed what I played, okay, of the game. I don't think the microtransactions are as bad as what they could be. Because you can still buy loot boxes and get good loot with in-game money, which you can get pretty frequently.
What culture made that argument where it's like you don't have to buy it to be good?
The problem is the stuff you get is so much fucking better when you do spend money. You can get in-game currency from playing the game. But it drips in. It's not like, bam, all of a sudden, here's enough to go buy a premium loot box. It's like, no, do this thing for like 5 hours, then you can go buy a premium loot box. Enjoy.
It's almost as bad
Don't
as
have a life.
build from the ground
How
up
long
mobile games.
does it take to fight the Balrog?
What?
He doesn't even.
Oh, I didn't even get there yet.
Well, I heard it's like 20 hours? 17?
Okay, I'm retarded and I probably put 20 hours into it. I'm not there yet.
To fight the Balrog?
I've done a lot of other stupid shit.
I've seen him in armor and I'm like, it almost sold me like day one. Because I saw the Balrog.
fact that there was going to be a Balrog, I was like, oh
if
shit,
you
I'm
streamline the game, you could probably get there in about 20
The fact
hours.
that Sauron is the final boss.
Yeah,
that's like...
Hi, I haven't played that much of the game yet. Thank you for ruining it.
It's in the commercials.
No, as soon as they did the right thing, though, they threw out the original lore.
Yeah,
lore that hasn't changed in so long.
That's another thing.
It pretty much just became a wet dream for Lord of the Rings fans. And then, that's...
Sexy Sheila!
Exactly. If you're watching or if you're playing it for lore, don't, because it's not...
No, it's
none
not
of this
accurate.
is canon at all.
As soon as they created another One Ring.
Sexy Sheila!
I know, it's another One Ring. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, Gollum's in it again. He's annoying.
Oh, cool.
Follow me!
He was in the original one, too.
Yeah, he was better in the original, though. Here it just feels like he's shoehorned in. And it's like, I'm going to...
What else is Warner
make
Brothers
you follow me and do dumb things. And it's like, I don't want to do
What
that.
is Warner Brothers' next game after this?
Well, Rocksteady does
I don't
have
know.
something.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I heard
have
Rocksteady
something.
was doing something. What are they doing?
They are doing something.
It's not a Batman game,
Batman.
but
They've hinted at so much.
Are they doing a Justice League game?
I
Or
think
Superman
so.
game?
I think it's Superman.
I heard it was Superman
They've
at first.
hinted at
but
Superman in
Yeah.
the Batman games.
I think it's Superman. I really do.
But then
I
again,
don't know
that's
how
also...
you make a Superman game work.
Yeah, we've
I don't know
talked
how you
about
do
this
that.
before, where it's the point where, like, your main character is invincible except for little green pebbles. What do?
You shoot him with little green
And
pebbles.
then you're like, the
Make him
reason
not
why
invincible.
Batman, that franchise, was so successful is because he's a human.
Yeah.
And the enemies.
And the enemies
Don't
His
tell me
villains are
villains.
so much better.
Batman has
yeah.
the best villains of any fucking
Yes, he
superhero
does.
ever. Don't
By
even
far.
fucking... You can't even compare.
No,
Batman.
Arkham was amazing because they put you on the villain's home turf,
Yeah.
and you got to see
plus
dozens of them
Yeah.
per game.
Plus, like, the architecture and everything, Gotham, like,
Yeah.
it's
It
gothic.
looks so
like,
good.
it looks pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Arkham Knight, aside from Uncharted 4, may still be the prettiest game I've seen.
Horizon Zero Dawn's better.
I played Horizon Zero Dawn. I liked Horizon Zero Dawn a lot. But overall, I think Uncharted 4 is prettier. I think.
Oh, it came out later, though, too. Didn't it?
No, Uncharted was last year.
Oh.
Uncharted 4 is still...
Where have I been?
Was it only last year?
Yeah, it seems like farther long ago, but it was...
Oh, my bad.
Uncharted 4 was the best gaming experience I've had in like years.
Don't be mad at me, I still need to play it.
Since like Skyrim.
Oh, Uncharted 4 is fantastic, but you
I
need to
feel
play
bad.
the first three.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I don't know, dude. I think
I played the second, I played
I don't
some
know
of
if
the
you
third,
should
I didn't
play
like
one
the
though.
third.
One is kind of like rough to go back to now.
Oh, I played one.
It is rough to go back to.
I
But
played.
it's kind of necessary.
I played the PS3 port like 2-3 months ago, and I'm like halfway where Sully gets shot by the ship, and it's like, man, this game sucks. I'd rather go play 4 right now. It's like that's what I was thinking,
dude. The jokes, the callbacks, like
oh yeah.
I couldn't believe it, but
Yeah.
like I finished playing 4 and I went back to play 1 because Rachel was interested, so I was like, I'll play him for you. That way you get to see exactly what the deal with 4 is. His brother was shot and killed in a Panamanian jail.
Yeah.
The second phrase in Uncharted 1 that Drake says to Elena is like, he's like, oh, we don't have the permits to be here. And then she's like, are you serious? How could you not get the permits? We're going to go to jail for this. And then he's just like, no, we're not going to go to jail. And then she's just like, well, what else are we going to do? And he's just like, you've never been in a Panamanian jail, have you? And it's just like, the callback. I didn't know. I was just playing it and I was like, holy shit. It's like 3 lines into Uncharted 1, and it is all Uncharted 4.
Yeah, it
was amazing.
I loved playing the Uncharted series from start to finish. It was magical. It's magical. I haven't played the new one, though. I have not played
Lost Legacy?
Yeah,
I don't give a shit.
They weren't the characters I wanted them to do it with.
No, not at all.
It's like, okay, since everybody's doing female leads, here's 2 female leads for you.
They're doing it all wrong, though.
It should have been Sam and Sully.
It should have been, yeah.
Sully's awesome. He's my favorite character.
Like, I get
He's
it.
amazing.
Naughty Dog prides themselves
He's
on
what I want to be
being,
when I'm like 60. He's
Yes.
exactly what I want to be when I'm
Exactly.
60. Exactly to a T.
Like, I get it. Naughty Dog prides themselves on being super progressive and all that, and having good female leads and all that shit, but you did not tell the story that you should have. Not in any way.
I didn't even play it yet, so I'm not real confident now that you say that. To play. I was waiting for it to be like $20.
Did you get the season pass for Uncharted 4?
No.
Oh.
I did not.
Would have come free.
It's included.
Yeah, $40 expansion would have been free.
Yeah. But that's only if you bought it beforehand.
Right.
So I was kind of lucky because I got the collector's edition of Uncharted. I originally was incredibly
I saw they
pissed.
did a physical copy.
They did. Yeah. But originally it was supposed to only be a $20 single player expansion.
No, it's 40.
Yeah.
Well, because they said they just kept adding to it. They're like,
got carried
yeah,
away.
we can't charge $20 for this.
Dude.
But couldn't charge 30. Got charged 40.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Pretty
Very
cool.
excited.
It's pretty cool.
Is it?
Yep.
Ooh. Nice.
I like...
No, I wanted it to be a
That's-
sequel.
I wanted
No,
it to be a prequel.
Yeah,
Why?
you can't do that. I'm like, no, it's not allowed. You can't do it.
We're just sitting here. Did you play the original?
I did. I beat it.
Okay.
It's one of the
Yeah.
greatest games to ever be made. On
Yeah,
screen
yeah,
Earth.
it was really good.
He's not big on open world games. He's not.
Yeah, I am.
No,
I
you're
love
not.
open world
You're
games.
not.
Yes, I love Horizon
You do
Zero
not.
Dawn. Yeah,
No,
and the
that's
Batman
not what I'm
games.
talking about, though. That's not what I'm talking about. Like games like
I-
Red Dead Redemption 2
I've
and Grand
never
Theft Auto.
really loved Rockstar games.
Yeah,
I'm just
is
going
it?
to throw it out there. It's Rockstar in general. I don't think the games are bad. I think they're very well made. It's just
It's
they never
not your
gelled with
forte.
me. Yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah.
They are
I
weird.
did enjoy Red Dead Redemption.
You gotta have a
Red Dead
certain
Redemption though.
liking to it or
And
sixth
I-
sense of humor.
I
It's
will
got-
say
yeah.
GTA is just weird how it's built. Like they've
I
kept
never juggled
they've
those.
kept the same mechanics that
Yeah.
they had a while ago, and now it's just kind of like, okay, you guys might need to be the same as everyone because your differences are
Like
just
maybe
too
you
weird.
should change things up a bit.
I shouldn't have to mash the X button to run faster.
Yeah, that's dumb.
That's the weirdest thing.
But they are doing a prequel for Red Dead 2, and I'll tell you why that works. Is because Red Dead Redemption's the end of the
I
Wild
know, it's
West.
the end of
That's
the
why
whole
they.
thing.
It's like
I
so
get
doing a
it.
sequel would be pointless.
It
so
would
that's,
be.
But now they're
I
doing a
just get tired of
prequel
prequels all the time. That's all.
where you're going to see the Wild West in its prime.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like. That's why I'm excited.
Not when it's dying.
Yeah, exactly, where it's
Right.
dying, and you can
Yeah.
see the trains
I've-
and the
right.
cars in that one town.
Yeah.
I've said that a bunch of times, I think, in podcasts before, but I hate it whenever we get a story and the end is the end of the end is the end of an era.
You know
It's
the
just
ending
like-
of Red Dead Redemption, right?
Yeah.
That story, I cried.
It was bad.
I
Yeah.
cried.
Oh, at the barn?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I did.
I remember you telling
I
me
have
that.
no shame
Yep.
at all. I cried.
Yep.
I did. That may be the
That was a sad
first time
moment.
I ever cried
Yeah, it was
at a
really
game. It was rough.
It was
that was
done
rough.
Last of
really
Us
well.
made me cry.
Because I wasn't expecting it. Because I'm like, because you're playing as him the whole game. Oh, he's gonna live, and then you see like what? And it's like,
And then
Because you think you can make it out.
I know.
That's what they do
then
well.
you see him die because you
Yeah.
think, oh, good, he redeemed himself. He's on his farm. But then, like, as you're doing these missions on the farm, you're like, this is going way too smooth. Because
Yeah.
after you
You're
kill,
just waiting.
After you kill Williamson, it's like, or no, Dutch. After you kill Dutch, it's like, okay, is that it? Is
Yeah.
the game over? But then they take you. I thought that was the epilogue.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh no, this isn't it, is it? And then
No,
and then he dies, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
The reason I think it was so sad, like you said, you play it.
Yeah.
You don't. It's not a cutscene.
You're
You
not
have to
watching.
open the door, and not only that, if you're good enough, you can take out two of them before they shoot you
Yeah.
down.
yeah, if you look at it realistic, he would have been dead within like 2
Oh,
seconds.
yeah.
But then, like in the thing
But they
is,
play it like a duel. Like he pulls out his gun.
you
and
kill
tries
7
his
of
best.
them, and then
Yeah.
But then here's the thing: you see Ross in the back of everybody. You can't get him,
Yeah.
so it's like they make it so you can't win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing, here's how this is the perfect way to describe Rockstar Games from the upper tier to what the middle tier is. I love to play Grand Theft Auto 5. I lived Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
That's the difference, I'll say.
Yeah.
It's God, that game is perfect. Like, it's perfect.
It's a
There's
great
nothing
game.
wrong with it. It's a near perfect game. There's literally, and they gave you Undead Nightmare.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that.
That's really good.
You
I
get to
never
play all the
finished
horses of the apocalypse.
Yeah.
That was
That's-
like the
that's
coolest
I
part.
know.
Yeah.
I saw the one with the fire, and I'm like, I gotta have that. But here's the thing that I'm afraid of for Red Dead Redemption 2. You're not duplicating that. You
Right.
can never. I don't think you can ever.
I don't
beat
think they'll
that.
try though. I think they'll try and do
They'll
something
do something.
different. Yeah.
That's the beauty
They
of
innovate.
Rockstar games. They're almost the best at innovating.
Yeah.
Next to Naughty Dog, of course.
Yeah.
But Rockstar's kind of in a rough spot right now, where they're kind of going through their own EA-ification.
Yeah.
They're almost
Where-
going through the motions sometimes.
Well, did you ever see that meme online? It's a timeline of Rockstar games where it's like, hey, we made like it was Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and then they made Bully, and then they made like Chinatown Wars for the DS, and then they made like Red Dead Redemption, and then they made Grand Theft Auto 4, and then they made Grand Theft Auto 5, and then nothing else for like 6 years. And it's like the year that Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, they discovered microtransactions.
Do you think they waited that long because Saints Row is kind of having its time in the limelight
No.
there?
No.
No, they were always
Saints Row is
they were
kind of
always going to
irrelevant at
outsell
this
Saints
point.
Row.
I think they
The
were
only
waiting
reason-
to see what they did right because Saints Row changed its format.
Unfortunately.
after 2. I love the first 2 Saints
mimic.
Rows.
Me too.
But they did it to mimic GTA.
But it was
They were
still
never-
really good.
They were never
I
going to
think
beat
with
GTA.
4 though. I think you're right. That's the reason why they
Yeah.
did that. We can't beat GTA. GTA owns this market. They're never going to give it up.
Yeah.
So then it went crazy.
So
with
then
3.
they went kind of stupid with it. I didn't like 3. I thought 3
Really?
Yeah, I don't like 3.
Oh, I thought it was great.
4 I thought was cool at first,
The
but I go
Matrix.
over that. I know it was the Matrix, basically. I like 2 because I think they got everything right in 2.
Yeah, I
they
agree.
did the gang stuff right. I thought that was cool. The first one's still a classic to me. With the evil cars cheat, where you jump and it's like, oh, it makes some good for good YouTube footage. I'll say that. But yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2.
We got really off topic.
But it's good content.
EA
It's
sucks.
good original content.
I hate them.
EA.
They
Thank
should-
you.
they should go
back on
die.
topic.
I-
Burning A to the ground. Just kidding. Don't do that. That's really bad.
I'll tell you what. EA is going to get F'd in the A.
Oh.
It's just they to go back to go back on topic. Apparently, EA they're going towards a more Destiny oriented
Yeah.
way now, and I think it's
I don't like that Destiny did it either, though.
You think that's
that
what they're
doesn't
doing
make it
with
right?
Anthem?
yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what they're trying
Oh,
to
Anthem
yeah.
is
do.
Anthem is EA's
Oh.
Destiny.
It's going to be the
Oh, yeah.
third-person Destiny, right?
In a way, yeah.
with mech suits.
And I think kind of an more
Advanced
open
Warfare
world.
with Destiny.
I think it's going to be more of an open world than it is with Destiny. Destiny's kind of levels.
Yeah,
I
but then-
like what Destiny does, though.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
It's meshed. Well, I'm saying it's meshed like the guns, the shooting, the combat, and
I love
everything.
that
But then
stuff.
it has
Bungie created
sci-fi
something.
and fantasy elements, and they blend them perfectly.
Yeah,
you
they
see what I
do.
mean? Where it's
Yeah.
like they take stuff from like Star Wars,
Yeah.
and Lord of the Rings, and they merge it.
Whenever Rachel asked me for like the gist of Destiny, she was like, "So, like, what is it?" And then I'm just like, I had to like really, really condense it all into a sentence, and then what came out, I was like, "Yeah, they really fucking did that." But like, it's seriously, what if a strange robot from outer space gave future humans superpowers? That's it.
To fight aliens.
Yeah. So
No,
it's like
Warlock.
when you think of
Yeah,
it that
I'll
way,
be
it is
Warlock.
more fantasy than sci-fi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it seems so hardcore sci-fi, you've
It's
got the
very
guns and
fantasy.
everything, but
But
it's
you
just
think
like
that's very hard to accomplish, though, to get it right.
Yeah.
yeah,
and they got it right.
Bungie created something that no one's ever going to be able to do again, and yeah, they'll be able to sustain
Cost them a
themselves
lot of
for
money to do it,
decades.
so I hope it's worth the penny so far.
Yeah. I mean, their combat's like second to none.
Oh yeah,
Like the gameplay is
I will
very
say
good.
this though: they banked a lot on Destiny 2
Yeah.
after Destiny 1, and it's kind
It got
of
a lot better.
shitty It did
over time.
but they had to spend a lot more money to get it right
Yeah.
though, because they
Yeah.
had to fire Dinklage at first. That was lackadaisical. Oh my god, you remember that?
yeah. I just
Wave 1.
It's a wizard
coming
on the
now.
moon.
More ghosts coming now.
I want
It's
to buy
like-
that, dude. I want to buy that ghost that actually has Peter Dinklage's voice.
good fucking luck.
I know they're like $300, but I really want one.
Oh, one little topic. This is just a little thing here. with the 10th anniversary of BioShock, did anybody buy the $200 statue?
No!
I want the statue, I don't want the game.
Yeah,
That's pretty much like...
Yeah, it's weird.
I'll give you $100 for the statue, but I'm not
The problem is that
paying.
they're charging for the game. They should just be able to buy the statue
Just give me
separately.
the statue for $100. I'll
very
buy.
weird
Believe
choice.
me, I'll buy the statue.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about the game. They're giving you the
They just
same
want
version
more
they
money.
gave you last year. And that's another thing. EA owns 2K, right?
No.
Or no? Who
No,
owns
don't-
EA is
yeah.
their own thing.
2K
No,
is
2K.
something
2K
else.
is
Who's owned by
Sorry.
Who's 2K owned by?
I
Or is
think
2K
it's,
their
I
own
think
thing?
it's their
one.
own thing.
2K is their own thing, dude.
It's just they're
So the
getting
major
that
ones
big.
are, you got 2K, you got Ubisoft, you got EA, Activision, and Warner Brothers.
Okay. So I
And you
guess
have
I'll
Capcom.
address this then. We talked about this before the podcast started, but we saw that there are job openings to work in a game
Right.
that's based in Rapture.
So new Bioshock game. Not made by Irrational Games.
I'm for it.
Yeah, me too. Why not?
If you can make a... It doesn't mean that something has to die. Just because a studio flops, it doesn't mean that
They didn't
that
even flop.
property...
They just got disbanded.
but that's
Yeah.
what I'm
It wasn't
saying.
even their fault. They did a great job.
It's more like that property doesn't have to die with the studio.
Right,
Yeah.
no, I agree.
You know what would be
sure.
really cool? I know Rapture is the whole, like, it's even, you could say post-apocalyptic and everything, just because it's after the fall of Rapture and everything. What if they kind of dabbled in it with Burial at Sea, but what if we were, like, a private investigator in Rapture's, like, heyday?
And you get
And-
to meet like Andrew Ryan,
Yeah.
Frank Fontaine guys that were like turn out
I'd
to
be
be
up
like
for that.
psychos and maniacs.
The technology is there now because they made the fall of Rapture happen because it's like we can't render like 100 people in one room. That's stupid. We can render a couple splicers here and there and have you fight them. Now you could render crowds of people in Rapture
Yeah.
and also have the outside of Rapture.
How do you keep the horror element though?
I don't think it'd be horror.
You don't?
See, I think that's what makes it work though.
I know.
That's why I think BioShock 2. Now we both like.
You would still
me
have
and you
some
both
creepy
like.
stuff, though.
Yeah,
I like
me and you
Murders.
both liked BioShock 2, right?
Yeah.
Which that's shown as the weakest one out of the three, which I don't get because I don't get the big thing with Infinite.
Playing
I could
it-
go on for 20 minutes about Infinite.
Playing it over
But-
again though, BioShock 2 is literally fetch quest.
Yeah, it is.
Nothing
It is.
different.
Yup.
I was actually surprised playing through it a second time. I was like,
Like, I seriously think
Holy
one's
shit.
the
Did
best
either of
game.
you play Minerva's Den?
No.
I'm getting through
Oh
it.
man,
I'm getting through
that
it.
may be one of the best DLCs I've ever played in my life.
I need to play
is
it.
Minerva's Den. It's worth it.
I'm going
You're
through
halfway through it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to say anything then.
Destiny came out, unfortunately.
You gotta finish Minerva's Den.
Boo.
It's so good. Like the story, it's a whole different thing. Like it's its own game. You're basically buying another BioShock game in a BioShock game.
It's almost like it's something they wanted to put into the original BioShock, but they couldn't make an entire game about it.
Yeah.
So they made BioShock 2
you-
and then just made
See if
Minerva's
this
Den.
makes sense to you. I feel like a different developer made the DLC than the main game. I feel like the story of Minerva's Den is better than the main game.
That could be if they gave it to like a smaller group within the entire
Yeah.
development team. Like if they were just like, hey, we can make DLC.
Because I
Do you
think
guys have
Minerva's
any ideas?
Den is closer to the first game than it is to BioShock 2.
It's got all
if
that
I-
puzzle solving and
yeah.
everything in it.
Yeah. And that's unfortunately the thing is I don't know if they're going to do it better. Like, they're not.
But they can do something different that's just as good.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
The bottom line is I want to see the franchise continue.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
I don't think it's going to be horror again because I don't think Infinite was really horror.
It wasn't.
Infinite was
One
running
scene.
better.
Yeah.
There's that one scene in the beginning where you remember that crow guy?
Yeah,
Where
that's about
that
it.
door is cracked and you see that body get mauled by crows and then you kick it
But
up.
that's
it. There's nothing else that scared me in that entire game.
No.
It's creepy. There are some creepy aspects, and that
But
has
there
a
was
lot
no
to do with the
horror.
racial tension in it, which
Yeah.
I'm surprised they went that far, really. You know,
Yep.
but
Do you have any more notes?
yeah. Do you have anything else on EA?
Yeah. Yeah, what do you guys think about Star Wars games? If they come out with any more, because besides Battlefront 2, they haven't announced anything.
They
else.
won't. Not anymore.
Well, here's the thing. What do you guys think about them having microtransactions in them? Would you guys still play them? What
If they
single-
weren't necessary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's my
Kind of
other
like Shadow
question
War,
here.
where you don't actually have to buy them.
Yeah.
Does EA own the sole rights to do all the Star Wars games?
Yes.
Yes.
because it's Electronic
That
Arts.
should not be allowed at all.
Agreed.
They should. Okay, they should have the rights to the Battlefront franchise. That's it. It should be its own separate entity.
The only other people that would have been able to do it, Disney Interactive closed their doors. They probably would have been the only other people that would have been able to do it.
Disney Infinity, and they were done.
They
Right?
saw loss on
Where's the Avalanche Studios?
No, Disney Infinity was made by Disney Interactive.
Okay. What was Avalanche Studios working on? They did Just Cause 3, and then I thought they were working on...
I have no fucking clue.
Well, I thought they were working on the 3.0, but maybe not. Maybe they're working on something else.
Because I would think at this point there'd be a demand for KOTOR.
There has to be.
Like
But
something.
they have the Old Republic Online.
There was a
They have
demand.
the MMO, and
Yeah.
it is KOTOR. It really is. Like, if you look at the gameplay and play it, which I know you have, it really is KOTOR just online.
It's not. It's watered down KOTOR.
Yeah, but it's still KOTOR.
That's.
It's just thinned out KOTOR.
I'll
The
use
demand
the same.
for Star Wars games is there.
Yeah.
It is.
It's bigger than it's ever been before.
EA
there
just
should
thought
be
it wasn't.
one coming out every year,
Or they
not
don't
every
care.
2 years.
I don't think they give a shit.
Yeah. Because they're going to make their money with Battlefront 2. They're going to sell a bunch of microtransactions to the whales.
It's like with Blizzard.
And
It's the same thing with Warcraft and Blizzard.
Yep.
If we
Blizzard's not any
can
better.
keep World of Warcraft going for the next 25 years, we don't need to put out another
They just
strategy
do the minimum,
based
the
Warcraft
bare
game.
minimum, and make all the money.
which is what people have wanted for the last 8 years. They wanted
think the
another
difference is,
strategy
though,
Warcraft game.
Yeah, Blizzard had like the 4 staple games forever,
Yeah.
but then they released Overwatch. Something that's damn near perfect.
Yeah.
I don't like it,
They can't
but I will
fuck
tell
up
you
on
that
it.
game is fucking perfect.
It is.
Yeah.
You can't make a better shooter.
It is. Yeah.
It's a unique experience. And I didn't get that the first time because you remember I bought
Yeah,
it.
you bought it and then took it back.
I played it for like 4 times. I traded, hated it. Bought it, rented it. I loved it.
Yeah.
And then I bought it a second time.
I have a feeling I'd buy it again. I'm
Do
really
you know
gonna like
why
it.
though? It's easy to get into.
Yeah.
You're there that quick. It's
It
not
probably
something
depends on
you
who
have to
play
immerse.
with, too.
Well, I
If
could
you're
play with
playing
anybody.
Well, I'm saying if you're playing with friends,
Yeah,
I think
it's a
that would
luck of
make
the
that
draw if you
a
get
lot
good
really
players to
enjoyable.
play with.
Yeah.
But it's something you don't have to immerse yourself into.
Right. It's just
It's
mindless
something
gameplay.
you're there, you play.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, you play for 3 matches a night or something. That's it.
Like if
you
I
don't
want
have
to
like,
immerse
invest a ton of
myself
time
in
into
a
it.
shooter or some, if I want to immerse myself, I'm going to go play Skyrim.
Yeah.
That's exactly what immersion games do. But it's like when you're home and you get home from work and it's like,
Yeah.
but I want to play a game. You go to Overwatch. Overwatch is there for you. You know. And Overwatch, I can see it could have the lifespan of Warcraft. Really.
Yeah. If they keep giving
Releasing
more to it.
and they're free. Their characters are free.
Well, because they get so much money from the microtransactions.
But it's all aesthetic.
No, I know.
But
I'm being
all
honest. That's why they're
No,
free.
yeah, that
it's
is where the
because
money
the
goes.
revenue stream is from somewhere else. Which I'd rather have that than paid characters. I will say that.
Titanfall 2, was that EA?
Yep.
Okay.
Titanfall 2 is a fantastic game.
And they
I would-
fucking killed
okay.
that, didn't they?
I will only
No,
support...
it's still going, and they're still coming out with free content.
I
for
will
it.
only support Respawn then.
Yep.
Because
Respawn
they
did a
made
great job.
they made the correct game for microtransactions. I will admit
Are there
I,
microtransactions?
there are.
in Titanfall.
I put in
Two?
money to it because it's right. It's aesthetics
Oh,
only.
okay.
You could pay $8 and your like Tone Titan will get a complete like restructure.
Oh, you buy skins and stuff,
yeah,
right?
not even just skins, like complete restructured maps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I paid $8 and I paid to restructure my tone.
Oh,
And
all right.
I didn't feel bad because it's like I liked it. I liked this game. It was such a good shooter whenever I was playing it, and
Yeah.
I will get Titanfall 3
Okay.
whenever it comes out, apparently.
Yeah, Titanfall 2 was a great shooter and just kind of a great game overall.
I'll just
Really
ask
fun.
whoever I'm buying it off of to scratch EA off the front.
Put a sticker over it.
Sharpie it off.
Put a GameStop sticker over
Yeah, there you go.
it. Yeah.
That's better.
Lesser of two evils, I guess.
Yep.
Did either of you play Pillars of Eternity?
I want to.
I know. I'm waiting for the price to drop though.
I've been
Yep.
hearing about it, but I don't know what
It's something I'd be into. I
I'm
know
waiting for it to
would.
go down to like 20
It's
bucks.
like
and I'll pick it
Diablo. It
Yeah.
makes me think of Diablo, and I love
up.
Diablo.
Like old school Diablo.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
I
like
need
1 and
this.
2.
I want this.
Because it's got like a bunch of like the dungeon exploration.
I know, and
that
I'm like,
does.
oh, I'm into this because I saw
Yeah.
Angry Joe play it on PC
Yeah.
a while ago, but then it's like,
I heard
oh,
that Tyranny
they're
game is
putting
really
it
good
on
too
consoles.
PC. What's up? What you looking at? The time?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
We're
at
good for like
58
another
minutes.
15 minutes.
59 minutes.
You know what game I'm oddly excited for?
What's that?
Sims.
What?
Sims 4.
You want to burn some houses down?
I'll tell you
Make
what.
some whoopee.
They haven't had a Sims game on console in how many years?
Is one coming
7
out on
years.
console?
It's a 360, right?
Yeah,
No,
six,
they ported
7 years.
They ported 3 to the 360 and
Yeah.
3. Are they porting the 4? Are they porting 4?
4 is going to the PS4 and Xbox One.
Is 4 a good game
fuck.
now?
I know.
I'm not trying to dick.
I
I'm
heard
just
it was
asking.
bad
I don't
on
think
launch,
Sims
but
can
it's
be
got
bad.
better.
It was bad at release. That's what I heard.
But I
Because
heard
I watched
it's gotten a lot
Boogie298
better,
play it, and he hated
I think
it.
more
He
it's
loved The Sims.
I haven't played Sims. Maybe this is why I'm excited. I haven't played Sims since Sims 2. So I haven't played Sims 3.
Sims 3 I heard was a great game.
So I'm I can't wait to see how much it's changed.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
The
I
problem
want to
is
see
I heard
the
that
difference.
Sims 4 stripped a lot of the stuff that 3 had. Like, a lot of the mechanics and stuff they just took out for no reason. And they're just like, here's the game. People are like, wait, but it's missing all this stuff. And they're like, here's the game.
Sims was microtransactions before they existed.
Exactly.
Though. So no one gets mad at Sims.
What was your first Sims game?
No, bad computer. Bad computer.
What was your both of you? What was your first Sims game? Was it the original on the PS2?
2.
Yeah, PS2. I played the original.
Yeah.
So you
I
played
played-
the first Sims.
I played 2.
Sims 2 first.
I played 2 on PC. I played the original on PS2.
I like Sims 1 better than Sims 2.
Okay.
I did.
Sims 1 had a storyline.
I didn't like how
I
your
want that
character
back.
moved with the
Yeah.
analog. I didn't like it.
Yeah,
I thought it should be point, click, here, you go there, I tell you where to go.
yeah.
Yeah.
I go tell you to take a shit, you go take a shit. I don't want to have to move my character to go take a shit.
Yeah.
That's
I will tell you where
exactly.
to take a plate.
Yeah.
And then I
It's
like
tedious.
how I always used to kill my Sims because I was an evil bastard.
Who didn't?
I locked the husband in the fucking garage or something or whatever, one of the bedrooms, and he had to piss so badly, he pissed himself and he died. I don't know. I don't know. He
Wow,
pissed the shit
alright.
himself and he died.
I usually just pulled the whole, here's a room out in the yard and a rug and a fireplace. Keep poking it. That's what I did. But,
Until the Grim Reaper shows up
Yeah.
or something. Or
I just
how
burned
about
them
that
to death.
noise when the what was it? The guy would come to rob your house, scare the shit out of you.
Yeah.
It would come out of nowhere, and I'm like,
Yeah.
motherfuck, what?
oh, that was terrifying.
I know, because it
And then
sounded
they would
a lot
lock
more...
you out of buying a security system.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm excited for it again.
I know, it's...
I would want a story.
I want to
mode
see
back
how
in
much
Sims.
has
Yeah.
been
I miss that.
different. I want to see...
Yeah.
I love Sims Bustin' Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sims Bustin' Out was
That was
a
a good
great
one.
game. I liked that. That might be my favorite. Sims Bustin' Out was pro. I like Herb Sims in the City, too, though. I
Yeah.
really like that. With all the mini games,
Yeah.
you get to be a bartender or something. I'm like, I wish I
Yeah.
could be a bartender, live in this, studio apartment in the middle of New
think-
York City.
I
be
think
nice.
Sims is only really viable if you get all of the expansions, though.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get everything in one package.
Yeah.
I've heard the pet expansions are very popular.
Yeah.
Because
They're,
people like
yeah,
pets.
they're really
Yeah.
popular, but
Yeah.
then, that's it. You get pets.
I'd buy a German Shepherd, though. Easy.
Yeah.
I know you'd buy, dogs like Pepper and...
Schnauzers.
Yeah,
Schnauzers,
that's
man.
what I'm
They're
thinking.
the
Yeah.
best.
That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Ooh, I have an interesting question.
All right.
Pokemon.
Love it.
How much better can Pokemon get?
If it was on the Switch,
As far as handheld goes, how much could they...
There's going to be
put it on the
handhelds.
Switch.
It's only going to be on Switch
It's
from here on
Switch,
out.
yeah.
Yeah. My thing is, people did like
But,
Sun and Moon.
is it going to be the same thing? How different? Are we talking different as in...
Sun and Moon or original as
I want to say...
Yellow and all that.
Well, no. I'm saying as in...
Like Coliseum.
yes. Where I'm saying...
That's where it's gonna go.
Or is it going in
You
that
don't think it's
direction?
going to RPG?
They said it's going to be mainstream games.
Really?
They're not going to be side games on Switch. They said the next Pokemon game released after Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon
Yeah.
is going to be a mainstream Pokemon game on Switch.
So what does that mean
I want
exactly?
an
as
RPG,
mainstream?
though.
I really hope it's not Sun and Moon because I didn't like it.
Oh, really? So what didn't you like about
I
it?
didn't play it at all. I picked up my starter and I quit and I traded it in 3 months later.
I didn't like how the game began at all.
I gotta
didn't
admit,
play
I
it was so
played
slow.
I bought mine I got mine for Christmas.
It holds your
And-
hand too much, too.
Yes.
It's very
All these new
kid-oriented.
games,
Yeah.
all these newer Pokemon games, it's so easy for
Yeah.
to pick up. Where, as in, I'll give you an example. In Omega Ruby, you can get the experience share.
Yeah.
You don't have to even touch your other Pokemon; they level by
Well,
themselves.
they
Yeah.
do that here,
That
too.
was the nicest thing to add in, I think.
But I think it's lazy though.
That was the only thing I liked, though.
It's
But that's just because,
I'll
you can
admit
keep
where there's
going.
something it cuts hours and hours and hours
Yeah.
off playing time.
Yeah.
That playing time that we as adults don't have.
Right.
Yes.
Whereas with kids, they do have that time to do it.
Yeah.
Or it's like, I would love to... It helped with me leveling Salamence. Or getting to Salamence, because Salamence is level 50, man.
Yeah.
It's a long grinding session.
I
It's
actually
a long time.
I could
Or Tyranitar.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
that one took a while.
What is it? Dragonite, isn't that another high level?
Yeah.
No, Dragonite's
Gyarados.
Yes, Gyarados.
Yeah, he is too.
Yeah, that thing was a
Gyarados was
bitch.
a piece of shit leveling. But the thing is, though, after XD Gale of Darkness, I thought, oh, here comes the Wii. We're going to get another game like this. And then it never fucking came.
They're like,
Poke
no,
Park.
just kidding.
Poke Park.
Yeah. You get Poke Park.
And that Battle Revolution, which I
Yeah.
heard was, nah.
It's kind of meh.
It was pretty much just like battling on TV. That was all.
It was like Stadium.
Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah.
Which Pokemon
But no,
Stadium
it's good.
really wasn't that good to me. It was just,
It's not.
battles.
Yeah.
That's it. I like
That's
the
what I
story.
like about that's okay. So I like the battles in Pokemon. That's what I go for, and the collecting and stuff.
So I like that's why I buy it for the collecting purpose.
Because you can walk around and collect things,
Especially
and
the
I like that.
legendaries.
I think
Yeah.
I'm more for the exploration at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
'Cause-
why I love Gen 3, man.
But
Yeah.
Gen 3 is my favorite.
I can't play Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire because I played Ruby and Emerald so
Ruby
much.
and Emerald the originals
the
are
best.
better than the
Yeah.
remakes.
Yeah.
They're better.
I couldn't do it.
Right
every
down to
time
the
I would
music.
hit every time I would hit Mauville and see that they remodeled it into a mall.
I know,
I
that
was
fucking
like,
pissed me
yeah.
off.
I quit. I tried to play it.
What if they
twice.
say, guys, it was a mall from the beginning? And then we're like,
oh, they're gonna brainwash
What?
you.
It's
They're gonna brainwash you.
it was a city.
It was always a mall, guys. It
It wa-
was always a mall.
No, it was a city.
I played X and Y out like so
X and
fucking
Y were
much,
good.
though.
Because we had talked about that before. Those games were really good. X
Yeah.
and Y were really good.
And then
So
they
what
did
did they
Sun
do
and Moon.
different?
I
Do you
don't-
think it was too different that they got rid of the gyms?
well, they got rid of
I
the
didn't
gyms.
I didn't
and-
like when they got rid of the gyms.
Yeah.
I thought
And now
it
they
was
have like objectives, like you have to go here and it makes like a little objective marker and stuff on your map. And then the Rotom is always talking to you and you're like, shut the fuck up. I just want to explore.
Do you think they should make a Pokemon game that is T, but is the same formula?
If they're gonna do that, go RPG. Go like the Gale of Darkness.
Let me put it this way: mature it, mature the franchise.
They're
I
going,
don't think it hurt.
they're going the opposite
here's
direction.
Or do E10
Here's
plus
what I'm
or
saying
whatever.
though: where some Pokemon can die when they get too old or whatever, like level 100
No.
something, they can
No.
die.
One of the new Digimon games did
your-
that, and people hated it.
Yeah.
And your character
Oh, is that next order?
grows
Yeah.
grows with the Pokemon, like would grow older.
I do.
You
I
can
do
stop,
want
but
older,
they're-
and
yeah.
older protagonists.
Yeah.
but Pokemon.
Stop having 10-year-olds as the...
Pretty much what I'm saying is combine Sims with Pokemon.
It would be an interesting,
interesting.
concept.
That's what I'm thinking.
for a
Because it's like
mainline
how much more
Pokemon
different
game-
can you
As a
possibly?
spin-off, like the 3DS,
Yeah.
that would work.
Yeah.
As a mainline game on the Switch,
No.
that they're trying to market to everybody, probably not.
You could have called it like Pokelife or something.
Yeah, that
Life
actually.
in-
Be careful. They're
A
gonna
day in the
patent
life of Pikachu.
that. Nintendo's going to slap a thing on
He
here.
gets
saying
up, he
that,
poops,
Jake,
and he
they
dies.
patent that probably already.
The problem is now they're going the opposite direction because of Yokai Watch.
Yeah.
Whenever that came out, whenever that hit its stride, that was the first game that took Pokemon off of its pedestal in Japan.
Do you want to know a secret? I didn't like Yokai Watch.
They look a lot better now.
I just didn't like the gameplay of it. Like, I
neither.
got the appeal of it, but I didn't enjoy playing that game at
It
all.
looks a
I
lot
thought
better
I
now.
would.
Like
okay.
the second one,
Like Yokai 2
looks
is better?
really good actually.
Okay.
Yeah, the first one I wasn't a fan of because it just seemed too childish.
Yeah.
It was like if you tap the screen, you win.
Yeah.
That was pretty much all there was
It was
about
like gameplay for, like, babies.
Yeah, but
I'm not
it's
like an elitist here, like elitist gamer, but
Pokemon pretty much
Is-
scrapped everything except for the
something
turn-based battle
Is Ultra Sun and Ultra
and
Moon
did
any different?
Yokai Life.
yes.
Or-
right?
How different?
A little.
Well,
it's like
different story and different Pokemon,
it's
right?
like the Emerald to Ruby.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
But
it.
why are they calling it like two different versions? Why, if they're making like a game of the year
Same
edition,
reason they always
split?
have two
Because they
different
can make
versions.
more money.
Okay. Do you
They're
remember?
impossible.
Do you remember Black and White?
Yeah.
Then they had Black 2 and White 2.
Yeah, and those didn't do well.
No, none of them did well.
That was
but
where it-
that was specifically to buy them time to bring out Pokemon on 3DS.
Okay.
That's what they're doing with these. Ultra Sun and Moon is just their buffer period to get more money so that they can release it on Switch in 2 years and be okay.
So not
that's all
next year,
this
but the
is.
year after would be the Switch game.
Probably.
Yeah, because really,
2019.
the only games that did well on the DS were Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's honestly where I quit Pokemon at first.
They did
and
Diamond
then I
and
came
Pearl.
back years later.
They did Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which
That's
were
where
fantastic.
That's when
Those
I
were
came back.
awesome.
Yeah, but then they did Black and White. But at that point, the 3DS had already been out. I
Yeah.
remember I played Black and White on my 3DS. So then Black 2 and White 2 came out, and it's like, oh my gosh, you guys are so behind on the times. It's because they were creating X and Y at the time.
I still haven't beaten Black 2 because I have no idea where to go. This is the first time in a Pokemon
I don't think it was a
game
good
where
game.
You know what's hilarious? I beat it. I don't remember a second of it.
That's not good.
it's
All I remember is
It's
I
not.
beat it, and then I kind of just like saved somewhere. I went back in, and it was almost like I woke up from a trance and was like, how did I get here? It was weird.
Like you forgot all that gameplay.
Yeah, all of it.
that. Yeah, it was not a good time.
I mean, that's not positive.
but you see, people still are playing Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
they're still great games.
They're still very expensive.
Oh yeah.
Even for just the little cartridge, it is
Yeah.
like 60 a pop. Still,
I actually didn't like Diamond and Pearl too much.
I love
Back,
Diamond, not
back
Pearl.
when. I didn't like them too much.
Oh, I love Platinum.
I
Platinum
really,
was good. Platinum was good.
I really can't wait for them to remake them now.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, are they?
It would go with their timeline.
Oh, I'd be so happy.
It would
I
be the
love
next game.
Dialga. though.
Yeah.
Dialga
Did you get
may be
different
one of the
forms
best
of
looking
him?
legendary.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dialga is probably the most OP Pokemon ever created
All you
because
got
of
to
his
do
Roar of
it's,
Time attack.
That's it. Roar
Yeah.
of Time. That's it. Doesn't matter.
It pretty much just turns
Plus,
the
it's like
opponent
when
to
you go
dust.
head to head with Palkia, doesn't hit first, no matter what
Oh,
level
yeah,
it
then
is.
it's
It doesn't
over.
hit
Yeah.
first. So
It's
it's
over.
Roar of Time, and that's it. You win.
That Giratina guy was pretty cool.
I didn't like Giratina.
What?
Didn't like him.
He opens up a black hole.
Darkrai was the best.
Yeah.
I like Darkrai.
He was good.
Darkrai's
I'll give you one better. I loved Rayquaza.
Yeah.
Rayquaza is OP as
See the
fucking-
dragon.
Let's not
You
get
can't
started
even-
on Emerald, okay? It's better than all.
But you know what? I loved Groudon. No, I'm not talking Omega Ruby Groudon.
Right, the original.
The original
Yeah.
Groudon.
Yeah.
I loved. He may be my favorite looking legendary Pokemon
looks
ever.
pretty great.
He's fucking. If they did a statue Groudon and charged X whatever, I'd buy it.
I don't
It's
know
that
what's
cool.
with it, but that generation, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, looked great.
Everything looked great.
They
Every
still hold up
Pokemon
well.
looked good.
Like they still look good. If you
yeah.
throw those games and now like those
right
sprites
down to
still
the
look
I think it's
the
because
sprites,
they're
the
so damn-
music, everything.
right.
I
It
think
was
it's because they're
fantastic.
so damn colorful.
Yeah, I do too.
When I turn
They
on
really put a lot of color
any
in them.
three of
Yeah.
those games, it takes me back to when I was like 12 years old again. It's like
Yeah.
they do that for me. There's not many games.
I
that
still
do
think Mewtwo's my favorite, like legendary.
that.
Because he's just so
I
badass.
like Mewtwo, but I think over the years, I think
And he's
that
OG.
To me, there's something. See, that's the only thing that puts him in that.
That's why I like it,
because
'cause
he's
he's
the
OG.
first set.
Yeah, that's why.
See, I'm really
I
weird,
loved
and like my
Ho-Oh.
favorite legendary is like Jirachi.
All right.
It's really
go.
fucking weird, but I just love
Ooh,
Jirachi.
I have
Yeah.
the
He's
disc.
adorable, and he
Yeah.
knows Draco Meteor.
Yeah.
It's
He's-
fucking stupid.
I
Why
love-
does
Did either
Jirachi
of you
know
guys
Draco
like
Meteor?
Why not?
Deoxys? Did either of you guys like Deoxys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He's
liked
alright.
him. I didn't catch him at the end of a Bank of Ruby. You want to know
What?
why? I never
got that far.
I ran out of Ultra Balls.
Oh,
the
no.
final fight, and I had to kill him. He fainted Rayquaza 3 times, and I had to use
Wow.
Revive.
I remember
You
those
fight
games
him,
used to be
but the battle
challenging.
is so epic. You fight him in space. You're literally in space fighting Deoxys. I'm
Wasn't
like,
that the Delta episode?
yeah, it's because
That
they
was
build
the
it on
only-
in
That
Omega
was the
Ruby.
only reason I wanted to get through that game, and I still couldn't. I wanted the Delta episode in the end. That was the first time they added
You better
endgame
save that
content.
Master Ball, though, dude.
Yeah.
You'd need the Master Ball to catch Deoxys. But that's the thing. That's going to make catching Groudon Rayquaza even harder.
Yeah.
Dude, in Emerald,
Paralyze and put him to sleep.
No, in Ruby. You remember how hard it was catching Rayquaza in Ruby?
Yeah, Emerald was
He's level
easier.
70.
yeah, no, Rayquaza was the
And
worst thing to catch.
and you're going through that game the first time, you're like, oh, I'm a dumbass. I'll use my Master Ball on Groudon.
Yeah.
No, you better save it for Rayquaza because you're not...
It's awful thinking about it, but
I did
Emerald-
catch him one time, but I blew my account out on there buying 75 Ultra Balls.
Jeez.
I had 70. Let me put it to you this way: I used 72 Ultra Balls out of the 75 Ultra Balls.
It was great.
But that's when Pokemon games were awesome.
Yeah.
They were amazing,
Yeah.
They had a good challenge to him.
and I think really the last time that affected with me was Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah.
But to be fair, that was the last time I really was. That was my last
I will
generation.
say, like, they were minimal story and all that, but Emerald was still, like, the best story for me ever because, like, Here's like the master of the sea and the master of the land. They're pissed
fighting.
off at each other.
Yeah.
Right in the smack dead center of a city. They're just going at it, and everyone's there just like, well, this is the apocalypse, so great.
Yeah.
And then the other guy's just like, you know where to find me. And then you go to Sky Tower.
Yeah.
You go up. You're like there with Rayquaza, and he just flies away because he knows what he has to do. Then he just like comes down out of a thunderstorm and just kind of lands in the middle of the two of them and is like, bitch, please. And they just run away.
Yeah.
It was
I
the
like
best.
how you'd fly to the other towns and you could see the weather.
Yeah, it
isn't
was
that cool?
neat. It was like the only thing that was like world changing.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you go into X and Y and all that, and it's like, oh crap, this is going to level this whole city or something. It's
Emerald
like,
is easier though.
yeah,
than
but it's
Ruby and
like
Sapphire.
if you're in like Sapphire, it's just torrential rain
And then
everywhere.
in Ruby, it's hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
but it affects the entire world.
the thing is though, when you catch Rayquaza in Emerald, you can pretty much one shot the Pokemon League with Rayquaza. So that's
I miss those days. Whenever if you went out of your way and caught the super powerful legendary,
You just
you
roll. Yeah.
but
You're done.
But that didn't work though with Ruby and Sapphire.
win. Yeah,
You still had to work
Yeah.
because with Groudon and Kyogre, Kyogre,
Yeah.
that's how the Pokemon League will eventually beat you with them. There's counters;
Yeah.
they'll eventually get countered. Whereas with Rayquaza, there's one guy that can counter him. It's Drake. He's the the dragon guy. He's the only person that can beat Rayquaza.
I taught my Rayquaza Thunder, Surf, and then he knew like
I
Dragon's
kept
Breath,
Outrage.
and then he knew Fly.
What, you
And-
got rid of Outrage?
Yeah, I did.
Why? That's
I
the
was
move
little,
that's the move I use though. Like,
but like all of
Win.
those, I was able to like one hit
Yeah, you
KO
can-
90% of the Elite Four.
who did you pick as your starter?
Torchic.
I always pick
every time.
Mudkip.
Torchic.
I used to pick Torchic a lot.
Blaziken.
But what was it? No. The second gym leader was so hard to beat with Combuskin.
Yeah, yeah.
You remember?
Unless you
'Cause it was
got
all
double
fighters. Yeah, unless you got double kick.
If you
That
got
was the
double
only-
kick, then you could wipe him. Actually,
didn't-
you could wipe the first gym, the Rock Lady, with double
Trico
kick.
is the hardest to
double
go
kick,
through the game
double
with.
kick.
You know that?
Trico's
The grass
kinda
type
trash.
usually
Grease
is.
type, yeah. Except,
Yeah.
well, no. Gen 1 with Bulbasaur, if you get a grass type
Venusaur was
move,
good.
if you get a grass type move, you can pretty much steamroll Brock and Misty.
That one Tortoise thing was
Because
pretty good.
it's rock.
Whatever that one
and
was
then-
called.
Turtwig.
Yeah, he was
Water.
alright.
Yeah. Well, he
Then-
was grass ground.
Yeah, that's
So
why.
at some point, he just learned all of the great moves.
Right, yeah.
That was the
that was
first
about it.
game where they did two types,
I think.
right?
Well, Blaziken was a firefighting.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like they did dual.
Yeah, I think
Types.
that was the first. That was dual
Because I remember
fighting.
Mudkip being water ground,
Yeah, because he learned Muddy Water,
Yeah.
which was a ground water
which
type.
I honestly I had muddy water and surf at the same time. On
Oh yeah,
Surf
all
Bird.
the time.
Yeah, surf was like one hit. KO,
They were for different
man.
situations.
One hit KO. I think that's where they're gonna cut off, right? Is
Yeah, it's
117.
gonna hit. It's gonna cut off soon.
Do you
I don't
want-
trust it past hour 20.
How
Yeah.
much time do we have?
2.5 minutes.
Okay, just to finish the EA conversation.
We got cut off.
I think
Pokemon's a lot more interesting to talk about
I
than
know.
EA. I'm sorry, guys.
I think that people are trying to generalize the video game industry too much into being like, oh, we're going towards this set genre. I don't think we are.
The problem is they're trying to tell us what we want.
Yeah, but like EA's like, oh, we're going to make microtransactions and we're going to make multiplayer centric.
Because that's what people want.
That's not what
That's what they say, though.
That's what they say,
And that's what a few
everyone
whales
says.
are telling them by using the bazillion dollars they have that
Yeah.
the 99% doesn't have. The 1%, no offense, is ruining it for the 99%.
Yeah, but that's what everyone thinks. I don't think so. We see that time and time again where it's just like, that's not true. Horizon Zero Dawn came out, that's like all three of our game of the year. And
Hellblade did well for Ninja
yeah,
Theory.
and they're just
it's a
single
$30
players.
game.
Yeah, they're...
Half the price. It was still a great experience from what I've heard. So
I think it's too easy to say that the video games in 5 years are all going to be the same thing, whenever we could just say, if you make something, there's someone out there that will buy it.
if you make a quality thing.
Yeah, if you
That's
make
the thing.
something good.
If you make something good, people are going to buy it.
Yeah.
You know, there wasn't a demand for Horizon Zero Dawn when it came out.
Oh,
but
fuck
people
no.
bought it because the game was amazing.
Yeah.
It wasn't because there was this huge demand for it. They made a demand for it because it was good quality.
I don't think you're going to see a huge technology jump like you've seen ever again, because now you're seeing all these updated consoles coming out year after year after year after year.
Half
you're seeing, exactly. PS4
We're not going to see
Pro.
graphics quality go up ever again in our lifetime.
Probably
well, I think it will, but it might not be as noticeable.
No, not as noticeable.
From like PS1 to PS4.
PS1 to PS2 to PS3 to PS4. PS4 to 5, we're not going to see much of anything.
Like 20 seconds.
All right. We'll wrap it up, guys?
Sure.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. You can catch us on Facebook, YouTube, VidMe, all that good stuff, Golden Age Gamers. Jake, do your thing. Say things.
Bye.
Okay. Bye, guys. Thanks for listening.
See ya.
We'll see you on the next episode of whatever the hell this was. Bye.
Bye.